I think I've just gone and explored a whole bunch of places twice, but hopefully that will get that one done. We can convert provinces. We really should start converting some of these Catholic things. But we're not going to just yet. So this overseas stuff we don't mind so much. We still have some stuff on our homeland, however, that are running a little bit behind. Really? It is literally just these guys here. Okay. Get you on board. And we'll go drop you off here, because you guys will inevitably rise up. Alright, so another period of relative boredom while I finish coring some spaces. Apparently I missed one, or couldn't afford one. We have new missions. Remove Powhatan from the map. Manpower recovery speed and yearly prestige. Alright, both of these give us pretty much the same. And we're probably never going to deal with Austria. Yogurt! Jesus, buddy. You're doing well. Yeah, no, the increased unrest is just fine. Rebels that we'll need to deal with at some point. In fact, we're probably going to have to deal with those rebels before these Tlaxan ones become a problem. Oh, it's going to be 6 or a half dozen, really. When these rise up, there's going to be so many of them, and I'm just going to be like, I thought that there was going to be less than this. But that's okay. It's mostly going to be mercs for me, so... There's no forts down there, though. That could be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Okay, sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay. They rise up next month, I'll be like, really? I could spend military to drop them down, but I think dealing with these will be more important, so... Really? So yeah, that's all. From those provinces, at those levels, I just get 20,000 rebels. It's worth pointing out that I have a force limit of 64. So, it's not a huge deal. My general isn't that good. He also has 5 shock, not shock, you know what I'm talking about. So we'll deal with this guy first. And there's the Tlaxcalan separatists, which we'll have to deal with. Oh yes, I do forget that they do add 10 years of separatism, which is quite bad. Yes, that is quite bad. Eh. Worse things could happen. Alright. If I was really micromanaging, I could have sent that fleet up to get that 20 and drop them back down and so on and so forth. Why did you stop there? But alas, I did not. Alrighty. Yep, that hurt a little bit. Also, I don't know why, but my war battles, yes, my war battles, my battles don't show units anymore, which is mildly annoying. So now the unrest in all this has a recent uprising modifier, and it means that it'll basically be peaceful there for a little while. Hopefully. Yeah, we're going to end up with Cholula getting a little bit as well. But a little bit of unrest isn't going to be too big of a deal. Especially because they're going to get their unrest lowered by me coming and smashing their faces in. Okay. Do we need more naval morale? I don't think so. But the question is, what is our next idea group? Well, it doesn't matter, we're not going to be taking administrative tech anytime soon. We're going to focus on getting this next missionary. Alright, let's have a quick look at what's going to rebel next. Basically, nothing. Well, the British separatists might. But I have an army up there that can deal with that. It's basically this place and one other. Okay, yep, so it's just both of those. So what we'll actually do is we'll split the army. And we'll have a friendly troop unrest modifier on those. At least for the time being. Yep. Brings their unrest to 0 and 0.6 respectively. I don't know why the difference. They have the same separatism. My brain will figure this out in a second. Just give me a second. 3.7582. 3.7582. 3.7582. Ah, you've got... No, you don't have that building. Okay. 10, 2.52. 10, 5, 2. What? You guys both have 10,000 men on you. Does a certain troop type matter more, like cavalry? Is it just about the amount of cavalry you have? I am confused. Ah, okay. Never mind, it was a monthly bug. It was a monthly bug. We're all good. Okay, remove Cree, conquer something else. You know, we could be conquering, but right now we need to get the missionaries. So we're just going to focus on that. Speed 5 time. Speed 5, zoom out, have a look at the old world. We have 4 colonies going. Meta will get its colonist in a second. We can lose some devotion, so we'll get a new guy here. 254, that's quite nice. You are strong enough to have the Shitatsu name. And then you're a terrible war leader or something. But these things happen. Might as well take that tech. I was hoping we'd get a religious one. Alrighty. No, for now we'll still keep working on getting those main areas done. Once those are done, then we can switch to Catholicism. Not Catholicism, you know what I mean. I'm happy to stay a Zoroastrian for now. There we go. Most of our claims are done. Just a couple more to go. There's one. And there's 2. Now, what we are going to have to do is, we are going to have to colonize a little bit over in Africa. Just a tiny amount. So that way we have access to where we need to go for our next 20 influence. Okay. Until our next thing. Is Mr. Williams actually getting somewhere? Says Moroccan. Yeah, I'd like to think I am. I like to think I'm doing pretty damn well, actually, so we'll see how that goes. Excellent, they're conquering again. Well, actually, Portugal's doing these. Interesting. Yep, perfect. Meta will finish first, so that will be okay. Waku! Ah yes, this Korea thing. We spend some ducats, lose some prestige, and get an epic ton of tax. Sounds pretty good to me. Alright, this is blocked off now, which works quite nicely for us. We could do that. And then conquer you, and then take you, maybe? Or, really? That's not a border. Well, that puts a dampener in things. I suppose we could, we can't integrate you because you're in March. Oh, thanks, Bish Bash Bosh. See, I prefer the black colour because it's like my soul. Alright, I suppose we'll block that one off. And then we can sort of finish around here. If we take Algonquin and Nipissing, then we can conquer Huron, colonize one of these two, conquer Miami, and then we can just take Chatteraz, and we'll have blocked that sort of segment off enough that Great Britain can still colonize and still work for us, but we don't need to worry about him sort of going too crazy, you know what I mean? So, yep, dictator, we definitely are. So that's what I'm going to need to go and do a little bit of African colonizing as well. And I suppose we could do that now. I wonder. Oh, really? Son of a... You would. Just as I'd sort of... Just as I'm like looking here. And I would have been able to get it too. Damn it. Oh well. We'll take that one. No, I don't have to form Persia to do that. I simply need to get a government rank of empire and then own a bunch of courts over there. I don't need to form Persia at all. There's also a second Zoroastrian diaspora achievement, which is pretty cool as well. Not an achievement, just a national decision. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's a custom nation thing. You have to start as a Zoroastrian custom nation, so not doable elsewhere. Alright, meta's done. So we'll send you over to here. We'll also... Maybe I have no colonists to send. I have no colonies going. People must just all be on the way. Alright. It's fine. Okay, that's the last of those colonies done. So we really should start looking at Catholicism. But... yeah, 27 months. Yeah, yeah, why not? I don't think it really matters, actually. And, in fact, we should probably finish doing the other guys first. Let me cancel that. Here's my thinking. All of the Catholic territories are sort of all next to each other, so if we finish doing everything else first, then we can get them done, and that'll be fine. You know, whereas when these rebel, it's not a big deal, because I can just drop something over there and be fine. 50 admin. Our prestige has dropped really significantly. I guess we didn't really have many prestigious battles in that war, but that's okay. Take colony Cape in Africa. Yeah, we would at some point. So 1 colony, 2 colonies. The 3rd colony, I think, is in here. Yep. There we go. And the 4th colony is down there somewhere. Alright. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Oh, hello GB. That is GB, I assume. Yes, it definitely is. Why are you taking that? Ah. So, okay, that annoys me. I would have taken this somewhat sooner had I have noticed that it was an important center of trade. Of course, how could I? When you are zoomed like this, you can't actually see this icon. Fantastic. That's alright, we'll have to go to war with GB soon enough anyway. We'll just make sure to conquer that in the peace. Alright, we can get our first idea, which gives us Deus Volt. We don't particularly need it. But we now at least don't need to fabricate claims anyway. So that's nice. Speaking of centers of trade, Inape has one. Talking about this one. Lenape. Ah, yes. Suppose we could take that from them. We are right there. I don't think we can core that, because that's not an ocean province. Easy way to find out. I'll either be able to fabricate on it or I can't. Yeah. Yeah, we can't get that just yet. Oh, Moroccan, you'll get used to it eventually. Speaking of, guys, everyone in chat, have you all heard about Stellaris? What do you think of Stellaris? I am positively intrigued myself. And hopefully you are too. Ooh, would you like this mission? Alright, truces are expiring. So we could go to war again. But we are going to wait till we get a second missionary first. Basically, the missionaries are really worth grabbing. Yeah. So we definitely want to wait until we've done that. We'll keep getting our military tech, of course. And our diplotech. Actually, let's make some more money first. Yeah, I can't really do that without spending military. Don't really want to spend too much military. And I don't think I have any fantastic trade good over here that needs to be boosted. Economic map mode. Trade goods. No, I still need to conquer that. Not just that, but it's overseas currently. No one in chat has thoughts on Stellaris. I am surprised. If you haven't heard about Stellaris, it is Europa Universalis in space, essentially. Excellent. We've got Portugal starting to go and deal with stuff over here. It's good for us. Unfortunately, it means we need to colonize this sooner rather than later. But we'll have one more war with these guys to get all this stuff. And, yeah. We'll leave them with just enough to go and colonize in here. And that should work for us quite nicely. Superior unit types. Yes, that is important. Now, we will get this tech then. Alright, we're almost at missionary number 2. In theory, we should wait enough to also get the missionary strength. But, yeah, I don't know. It might be waiting too long. It's kind of a bit boring to watch if I'm going to be doing that. We are still... oh, no, we're not. Let's focus on that. We don't really need the Diplo points anymore, so... support independence from Florida. It could be funny. I've never done that before. But... I'm intrigued. Nah. We'll auto-decline that. That's fine. Oh, look, you're all fractured and stuff again. It's good, I'll take over that. At some point, I do have the westernization pop-up enabled, so I will know if they start westernizing. So, it's fine for now. Excelente. Let's keep going down this path. Oh, beautiful. Double-handed missionaries. Go. Now, is there any... let me just sort of have a quick look. I know it's a while away, but... no, at least not on that one. No, I didn't think any of them would give us an additional missionary, but it was worth having a quick look. Bish Bash Bosh says Stellaris is certainly a very ambitious game, and if it can meet many of its ambitions, I'll be very happy. I concur with that. I imagine that initially it will be sort of, I don't know, not plain, just sort of not up to the standard of game that like EU4 is currently. But I imagine it will get there, given enough time. 6666 and tons of ducats. We should probably start working on 5 colonies at once now. Oh yes, no, the next one I should do should be Quito. Quito is a really good province, and I don't really want it to rise up again. If I can avoid it. Saving up admin is not always the most enjoyable experience. Let's get some more mercantilism going. How is that all going? 16, not too bad. Alright, Quinto next. Or Quito. Solaris is basically Freelancer / EVE Online with better graphics but worse engine. I kind of disagree on both those points. I don't feel it's either of those things. Or at least I don't feel it's... You know, it's closer to EVE than it is to Freelancer. I don't really see the Freelancer aspects of it too much. As for the EVE aspects, I guess kind of, but I think it's not even going to be close to the same sort of game. In EVE, you're playing one ship, doing next to nothing, you know. Or I'm mining some stuff. Whoa. You know, I know that there is more to it than that, but not at the same time. I forgot about this guy. Oh, is that a little bit of wasteland there? No, I just haven't put a damn thingy on yet. Alright, we'll go and do that. We'll go and do that. Alright, that should get almost everything. There's also one tiny little province up there. Excellent. And then that will all be explored. And then the only thing we need to do is then send you up here, where we will promptly forget about you until you die. Alright, we got a rebel uprising coming in. Quito and Separatists. We definitely don't want some more separatism there, so let's go. See what our Shitatsu general is. Not too bad. Excellent. Okay. So we can use this as a bit of a springboard. There's still some terra incognita in a lot of these, but we should already be within coring range of them, but just in case we're not, we will take this, which will definitely get us in range. Okay. So we have a couple of colonists free. I think we're going to... No, we're going to go to war with Portugal one more time, grab this stuff, leave him this stuff. I kind of want him to start doing stuff over here first, because I want to leave him just enough to sort of continue colonizing. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So we'll colonize there. Basically, we don't want to take this just yet, because we want to have cheaper coring cost, essentially. Oh, hello Portugal. We are going to need these lands eventually. We could start on them now. But blocking things is probably more important. So let's make sure that we remember to do Algonquin. We can't do that until after we've got this guy back, which will be a couple of months. Yeah, that one's the slowest of them. Alright, so we'll go back to that one. Just let me see what's going on over here. I suppose I could grab you, and then sort of work my way across to about there, and leave the rest for GB to occupy, and then I'll take it for myself. I think that can kind of work.